I'm Sarah, and welcome
to the Winchester Family Reunion,
the podcast where we gather together for a look back at the first season of Supernatural 20 years later.
So let's go back in time 20 goddamn years to September 2005. We had the Pussycat Dolls and My Chemical Romance on the radio. We all had MySpace and were vying for that top 8. Eva was all the rage, and scene kids were everywhere.
We were all hooked on Lost and what the hell was happening on that island. Twilight, the book, would be released this month, and Star Wars Revenge of the Sith was released earlier this year in theater.
George W. Bush was president, and we were at war with Iraq. We had flip phones and Blackberries, and even the thought of getting on the internet on those phones cost $20.
Social media was message boards, online blogs like LiveJournal, aka LJ, and this new thing called Facebook had just come about. Twitter wasn't a thing yet, neither was Instagram, but we did have YouTube.
And on Tuesday, September 13th, 2005, on the WB, a new show aired called Supernatural.
And little did we know that our lives would be changed.
Forever. Well, hi, Sarah. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, Kirsty. How are you?
Oh, I'm fantastic. Thank you for asking.
Oh, it's so lovely to be with you here and talk about this inaugural kickoff of our little project that we're doing.
I know, it's quite amazing.
It's quite amazing.
It's 20 years in the making if you will think about it.
If you do think about it, this is true. It is 20 years in the making. Well, why are we talking about this? What inspired you to do this?
Well, it was coming up on the 20th anniversary of the first episode of Supernatural, and I love that show, and want to talk about it all the time if I can.
All the time?
Yeah. So, quick question for Sarah. Quick question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What was that first episode of Supernatural that you watched?
So the first episode for me was episode 1. I started like normal people do. I start on the first episode and I watched the very first episode. Yeah. Sorry to call you out like this. I already know what your first episode was.
Yeah. Do we want to? Okay. My very first episode of Supernatural was, if you're a Supernatural fan, you're going to think this is real weird as well. It's All Hell Breaks Loose Part 1, the last 10 minutes.
That's truly insane. That's insane. You're an insane person.
Well,
but
it was your fault. And also
true,
all of the internet. It was all of LiveJournal freaking out over this episode. And I was reading all about it, and I saw, I thought it started at a different time. I went and turned on had it changed to the CW yet? I don't know.
No, it was
still on the WB.
The WB. Mm-hmm.
I went and switched on the WB, and I watched. Spoilers, everyone. Spoilers. I watched Sam get stabbed in the back.
And this is what we were like. Yeah, I think I gotta watch this show.
It was so intense. He gets stabbed in the back, and then Sam, and I was like,
oh, see now, yes.
Okay, I got to, and I'm pretty sure I immediately went and bought the DVDs and started watching it.
I mean, to be fair, I feel like, I was gonna say, that season 2, that episode is incredible. I think we are getting a little ahead of ourselves.
Fair enough.
Let's back up.
Okay. And
I would like to know a little bit more about you. Introduce yourself.
Well, my name is Chrissy. Are we gonna do last names in this?
No.
Fair enough. It's Chrissy. I am an old lady. I'm 45, And I'm married, and I got 3 cats. And
Love that.
I'm a big old nerd.
Yeah. So you were quite much younger when Supernatural was airing 20 years ago. We were
a
all
lot younger. Yes, I
younger,
was 25.
Yeah.
How old were you?
So let's see. I'm Sarah. At this point in time, I am 38, so I would have been 18. I had just started college in 2005. I graduated high school, started college, and so interestingly enough for me, I did not watch the first season as it aired because I had never really been a fan of any kind of like WB, those kinds of shows. That was just like not anything I was ever interested in.
Season 1 was very marketed as like scary.
Yes, yeah, which is not my jam.
Right.
Chrissy is very much a horror genre fan.
Yes.
I am not.
Yes, I am.
So I think for me that kind of put me off. And then like I don't know why I never watched Buffy or Angel. Like those were just not my shows.
Right.
So I think I just it didn't. Because I always kind of found them to be, I don't know, kind of a little bit silly, I guess.
Fair enough.
But, like, that was just surface level. Because obviously I know so many people are fans of Buffy and so many people are fans of, like, Charmed and that kind of show. And because it has heart and it's got, like, good characters and stuff, it just, for me, never, like, hooked me. So I started watching and I was like, I don't know. We'll give this a shot. We'll see how it goes. And then, well, the rest is history.
20 years later.
20 years
still
later.
talking about it.
Insane. I mean, it's always in the culture and probably always will be.
Always will be.
Just some weird way, I think.
Well, you made me talk about myself for a little bit, so talk about yourself for a little bit.
Oh, in terms of like who I am?
Correct.
Okay. I mean, I don't know. I have one cat. That's about it. I mean, I live in the Atlanta area. I guess that's about all I'll say about that. And I guess, well, if we want to talk more what's interesting about like fandom-y stuff,
yeah,
I think that's a really good topic to kind of get into because Supernatural was not my first fandom.
No.
That was like at 18, I was already on fandom like 4. I started very early.
Girl, same.
So, you know, I think we both unfortunately just have this very obsessive personality. And since Supernatural, we've also gone on to have quite a few things. But I will say my very, very first fandom was Star Wars because it came out. When they were doing like Phantom Menace that came out in like 99.
Yeah.
They had done the re-release of the original trilogy in theaters. I think it was like the year before then or something like that. So my parents obviously took me to see them. Loved it, obviously, was obsessed. And then, of course, Phantom Menace came out. I was 11 at the time. So it was something, obviously, that I was like, oh, it's for kids. It's for me. This movie's for me.
It is for you.
It was for me. So I was obsessed with that. And that obsession carried over.
You were 11?
I was 11. I'm sorry.
I was a senior in high school.
Boy.
Was I in high school or was it, what year was that?
99.
I was out of high school.
Oh, dear.
I was a year out of high school.
Well, it do just be like that sometimes.
I know, you're so little.
I know. Not anymore.
Well, I know.
But yeah, I then had a phase. I had a Hayden Christensen phase, like most teenage girls.
Right.
I mean, he's a little cutie, so of course. So from there, I moved on. You did not. Okay,
No.
That's fair. But I mean, yeah, that's fine. And then my third eye was opened, and I saw Lord of the Rings, and that was like.
Oh, are we introducing how we?
Yes.
Oh.
We should.
Okay.
I was in high school when the Return of the King or when Fellowship of the Ring and all that came out. So I was, as one does, you get obsessed with it and you go on message boards because at the time that's all there was.
Yeah.
That's all there was. There was like the Yahoo groups and stuff like that, but I didn't really do anything with that. And then we all kind of met on a little fan board called Elijah Wood Fan Board.
AKA EWFN for
EWFN.
those in the know.
Yeah, those were the days.
Those were the days. I was 21.
Yeah, I was...
When you were a baby.
16-ish, yeah. But yeah, we were on some fan boards together, and we hopped around to a couple different fan boards and just kind of stuck around since then. So we've known each other since 2000.
I was aware of you. Me and you didn't really. It was probably 2 years later or so when you and I really would start chit-chatting. So maybe 2004?
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. So then, yeah, I mean, from there, you know, Lord of the Rings was like my big thing for such a long time. And then I did...
Real quick. Mm-hmm. We were talking about your first fandom.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yes, please.
I want to say what mine is.
Please.
It's the X-Files.
I thought it was In Sync.
X-Files was first.
Okay.
Because I was still in high school when the X-Files came out. I talked to my teachers about it. I was...
Hell yeah.
By the way, this was really before any sort of lots of internet. But I would, as much as I could, find fan sites of the X-Files. It was X-Files first, then Scream. They were very close together. In Sync was... Listen, that was... not a fandom situation, really. That was me.
I mean,
me sitting in my room. Justin,
that's fair.
Will you marry me? But yeah, so I went through a bunch before I found the Lord of the Rings, and we met. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you were posting all the time on LiveJournal, and I think you brought me to LiveJournal, and then we all just kind of hung out on LiveJournal.
Yeah, because that was the place to be.
And then she started watching this stupid show called Supernatural and would talk about it all the time. Literally every other post was a fangirl Jensen post.
Sure was.
And a Supernatural post. And
yeah. So that's kind of a nice little history of us. I think that's very sweet. I mean, it's just one of those things that shows, like, I think... You know, the fangirl personality just kind of like it can go back until, you know, when you're like the babiest of baby teenagers, and then still even now in our 30s and 40s, and we still love lots of things.
Yes,
lots of things,
which is what brings us to here
and now
and Supernatural.
Yes,
and we're gonna watch it. We're gonna rewatch it together.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not together, but not together.
Together.
I had to. We're going to watch it separately and then discuss together. Because we don't live near each other, which is bullshit.
It's the worst. So before we watch the episode, I think what we want to try to do, because, okay, so here's the deal with me. I love Supernatural very much, but I don't often rewatch it. My quote-unquote rewatch was always like looking at GIFs and looking at photos, which sounds so insane when I say it out loud, but I don't. That's just kind of how I live my life. So I haven't rewatched a ton of episodes. Anyway, all that to say, I think it would be kind of fun to rate the episode for me before I watch it. What is your rewatch situation, though, Chrissy? Please tell me.
My rewatch situation is that I rewatch it pretty regularly, to be honest. It is one of those shows that I've seen so many times that I kind of will put it on and do laundry, or like just to have noise in the background. Background. Sir, excuse me. But the first season, I haven't done a bunch of rewatching. I've watched certain episodes, but never like in a row.
Sure.
And also, I didn't have the DVDs for a long time. I lost them, and I refuse to watch it on Netflix because of the music.
Yes. That's also something we should talk about, is the fact that, it could just be mentioned briefly of, in rewatching this, we are doing OG, like, episodes. We aren't rewatching through Netflix because of the fact that they completely butchered the music, and the music is half the part of the show. Is if you watch it, like, it's its own
100%.
Much in the same way that in Sex and the City, New York is a character in the show. I would say that the music.
Yes.
100%
agree.
It's just one of those things.
The music, the music
is another character.
When you're right, you're right, Sarah. When you're right, you're right.
I'm telling you.
Also, don't ever say that again.
I know. Okay, so before we watch it.
Yes.
So we're kicking it off here. We're talking about the pilot. The pilot. Directed by Eric Kripke. Iconic, right? So, in my estimation, I'm trying to remember.
It's not directed by Eric Kripke.
Is it not?
No, it's directed by David Nutter.
You're right. Stupid. That's so. Oh my God.
Sorry.
How could I have gotten this wrong? I'm a terrible Supernatural fan.
You are a horrible Supernatural fan.
Oh my God. So
what the fuck is wrong with you?
Directed by David Nutter.
Yes.
But iconic, right? So I
100%.
will give it, I'm going to give it, what are we doing? What's our rating system?
I was going to say out of 10.
Out of 10. I'll give it, pilots are always hard.
Yeah.
Just because you're trying to lay out exposition and not do it in a way that's weird.
Right.
So I'm going to give it an 8 in my memory.
Fair enough.
What is your number?
Oh, my rating? Oh. My rating before watching it is a 10 out of 10, no notes.
Oh.
Always has been. I feel like Supernatural is one of my top pilots I've ever watched.
I love that.
I've always thought that. There is one other pilot that I think is better, but we're not talking about Lost right now.
It's true. It's
Lost has the best pilot.
Insane how good it is.
It's
true.
So fucking good.
Yeah.
But this one, it every time I've watched it, I never get sick of watching this pilot. You know how sometimes in shows you will skip the pilot because it's terrible?
Yes.
This
or like
one,
the characters don't match from
how they are later.
Yes, all of that. Yes.
Or the writing feels wonky because they're trying to get their bearings and it's whatever. This one never felt that way to me. Like, this is one out of the episodes that I will rewatch regularly. This is the pilot is always one of them.
Perfect. All right. Well, we're gonna go watch the ep, come back, and talk about our thoughts, I suppose.
Sounds great. I'm so excited.
All right. Okay. We are back. So,
Hello.
What are we thinking? Broad thoughts. Do we want to just do broad thoughts at the top?
Broad thoughts at the top.
It's great.
God, it's so fucking
It's good.
It's so fucking good.
It's so good.
It's so good. It's amazing how good it still is.
Yeah.
20 years later.
Agreed.
The story is great. The characters are still really fun. I'm going to say that the FX is terrible.
Look, we can talk about
fine.
it, but yes, I think that's just kind of the hallmark of a fun little WBCW show is just
correct. But
have that.
The way the story's laid out from start to finish, the way the characters are from start to finish, the exposition isn't boring. You're not like, what the hell's going on? That's very clean. It's so good.
Agreed. No notes.
Okay.
I have nothing else to add. Yeah. Okay. Well, I have a bunch of, I say no notes, but I actually took a bunch of notes. So sorry about that.
I took so many notes.
I took so many notes. Okay. To start it off, the thing that got me the most is literally the immediate start of action 1 minute in. You know,
Yes.
it's like there is, I know obviously pilot, you've got a lot to cram in there. There's a lot of story to tell, but it is interesting to me how much they just like, they're like, bam, and we're off.
Bam, cute family.
Yeah.
And dead mom. Like,
Dead mom. Yeah.
immediate.
It was funny to me. So I had a couple notes on those the first few minutes where I was like, it's funny. Okay. I was like, well, it's funny to me that Barry didn't recognize that whoever was standing in front of the crib just had like a full on jacket.
Right.
Like, you know, I was like, if I saw like, you know, your husband's
My
like
dad?
in bed or
Yeah.
whatever, and they're like had a jacket on and you're like, hey, weird. Like, the fuck? Like, why are you in a jacket?
If I came into a spare bedroom and my husband was standing there and he was wearing a fucking, what is it called? My brain just completely shut off. It's like
the full, not like a duster, but like a trench coat.
It is
or
kind of like a trench coat.
Yeah.
With a big old fucking collar. I might be like, what the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing, weirdo?
Lights would have gone on.
Yeah.
I would have walked into the room more.
Yeah.
I just would have died earlier.
Yeah. Maybe that's actually probably, yeah. If she would have been a little bit more suspicious, she might have actually just died quicker. So. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Fair.
I wrote, aw, look, it's when John still loves Dean.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
I went dark. Because he's nice to him. Picks him up.
Yep.
Gives him loves.
I can't fault you for that one. That's so true.
That was bad.
Wow.
I'm sorry.
Ouchie. But true. Oh my God. I love that. I did notice this go around that John, when he's downstairs, he's just full on watching a Vietnam War movie, which I just thought was very interesting. Or maybe it was some made up.
That is interesting.
Yeah, like some, you know, documentary style thing. I'm not quite sure, but it does.
Just watching some war movie?
Yeah, you know, he kind of always talks about like his flashbacks and stuff like that with
That's true.
Vietnam and whatever. So, interesting. I thought that was interesting.
I thought was interesting is that it's the first shot of flickering lights.
Oh, yeah, you're right. That becomes such a motif.
Throughout the whole show.
The
flickering
whole
lights
show
is a big deal.
Mm-hmm.
And we see, and I love that it did carry through.
Yep.
It wasn't one of those random things that they brought up and do in the first couple episodes and then never do it again.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
consistent.
Sure we'll talk about it. Let me think. I guess that would be episode 3. Or no, Phantom Traveler is 4.
4.
But like the whole, like the smoke and it, like it's just totally different in how it, you know, goes on to later seasons. But anyway, we can discuss that later.
Yeah. When we get to the episode, Sarah.
Yes.
God.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So then, of course, everything terrible happens. Did you have any more notes prior to the fire and everything like that?
Again, first time Dean was the savior of Sammy.
I wrote the same thing. I wrote,
Are you kidding?
I wrote, take your brother outside as fast as you can, and he picks him up and takes him outside.
Carrying him out of the fire.
I mean, iconic. It's great.
He saves. Yeah.
Yep. It's perfect.
That's their life.
Yeah. It's just
that's
sums
how
it up.
Dean feels about their life.
Yep. Sums it up. It's like obviously a callback into so many episodes, and yeah, yes. So it's just lovely to see that kind of start there. You know, because I think it's one of those things where if you see something over and over and over, you kind of get just that desensitized to it. But with this, I don't know. It just hit me. I was like, oh my goodness. So sweet.
It actually hit me more.
Yeah.
Because I was paying attention this time. Instead of it just being like a rewatch where it's in the background or I'm playing on my phone. That I was paying attention and really was like, oh shit. He's saving Sam.
Yeah.
For the first time. We get to see it on camera.
Love it.
Sweet boys. Okay.
I did think that the fire effects when Mary was on the ceiling is pretty good. Like
the fire effects, yes. Okay,
yeah.
I will give you that 100%. It still looks good. It still looks amazing. It's still terrifying with her blood dripping through her tummy and the fire, and she's stuck on the wall. It's still pretty good.
It's
You're
good.
right.
Yep. And then I put under 5 minutes. I looked at the time. I was like, damn.
Did you?
Under 5 minutes, intro done. We have, like, that's it. You know? It's
and
just
they've
like,
built what we're in.
we've built the world. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. We love it. The next note I had is literally in all caps. Bah ha 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 ha. High voices.
I mean, you're right. Why are their voices so high?
It's so cute. It's so cute.
They're 26 and 24 respectively.
Oh my god. It is
28. I think he was actually older than Dean. Is that right?
So he says I'm 26, dude, so he was actually 27. Yeah.
Right. But
God.
you know,
it's like to be 10 years older than Jensen was when they filmed, like, oh my god. Anyway, we can't go down that. It's fine. But it's very sweet to hear them all in their high little voices. It's very sweet.
Yes. And cute Jess, and like
Cute
he's trying to live his
Jess.
life and trying to be normal.
I wrote Sam and Jess's relationship is so cute, honestly.
It
like
is so cute.
They're very cute.
They are very cute.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I didn't really write anything about that because I was just enjoying the scene. Isn't that funny?
Mm-hmm. No, cute. I do love Dean's laugh when he's on top of Sam when they're like after they're fighting. He does this like I don't know. I can't. Not that I can do it, but
You gotta raise your voice up a little.
yeah, I know.
Like,
It'll be a Mickey Mouse situation, you know. And
right,
but you
of
know, but Jensen would say that himself. So what I'm saying is not any kind of slander anyway. It's what he would say himself.
No.
So it's fine.
No, it's more slander, I'll be honest, when it gets to the real deep voice.
This is true. That, you know, it is funny how it fluctuates. It's amazing. But yeah, love that.
I also have like such a great introduction of Dean.
Yeah. Oh man, just the best.
The whole
Like,
in the dark and the fight, and he kicks his ass, and there's like, I'm so embarrassed for you, dude. That whole scene is.
Well, I was looking for a beer. Like, so good. Come on.
And it definitely feels like brothers talking. Like, I gotta
Yes.
talk to you, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Not this is family stuff, and that's where we get iconic line.
Yep.
And how many like pilots have so many iconic lines?
It is so crazy. That is true. That's a really good question. I'm trying to like just think now off the top of my head, other pilots that have been so iconic. Like, so many things come from this episode. It's crazy.
So many. Dad's on a hunting trip and hasn't been home in a few days.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I can't do this alone.
Well, I don't want to.
I don't want to.
Right.
As we
I
know.
wrote some other ones later.
Yes,
Oh,
I did as well.
Jerk bitch.
Jerk bitch. I mean, it's incredible. I do love though. I love that clunky first episode exposition when they're talking about how they were raised.
I have that too.
Did you?
Yes.
I was like, it's always funny to me when a TV show or book trot out the exposition and that way through conversation. I had actually just recently read a book. We won't go into it, but it was very annoying to me that there was a section of the book that had like epistolary writing, so it was like in a letter. But when you have that, you're explaining to the character who already knows the story, and they're like,
Yes.
remember that time when Dad gave me a 45? And you're like, Dean's like, yeah, why are you saying it like that? That's really fucking weird. Like, you know, but I mean, This is the general problem when it comes to books and movies with exposition. Like, that's just a thing.
But see, I like that. I liked that exposition. I felt like the way that he's doing it is also like, hey, Dean, I left for a reason. This is why.
Mm-hmm.
I'm explaining to you over again why I left.
It
why
does
I
have
don't want to do that anymore.
Yes. Like, it's very emphatic. It's, yes, yeah. No, you're right.
I was a kid.
I was a kid.
You know, he should have told me not to be scared of the dark. Well, you should be scared of the dark. You know what's in the dark. I mean, I know I've had fights with my sister that sound like that, of me explaining, like, this is what happened in my brain of the world. And that also, to me, showed the dynamic between Sam and Dean. in a not exposition-y way, in terms of, this is the younger brother, he doesn't like what he's doing, he hates it, or whatever, and then you have the older brother who's like, you're lame.
Yeah.
It's like, this is what we do. What is
Stop
wrong
being
with you?
a stick in the mud. Yeah.
Stop being a bratty little brother and do what you're supposed to do.
Yep.
And I also, like, I mean, explaining the EVP, it is a little over-explaining, but
it is a
also...
little... But you have to. You can't just be like, oh, EVP. Like, you know, because could be a concept that some people would not know. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure you had no idea what it was.
Not really, no.
I watched a lot of Ghost Adventures. I don't want to hear about it. I knew what EVPs were before.
I did, about that though, I did say, I had to think about it, and I was like, why would John leave a voicemail? And then I was like, wait, was that John? Because I thought the whole thing was that he didn't want to be, like, found. I don't know. I've had to think about that, but maybe I'm just thinking too hard, and it was just like...
Well, okay, so there's a plot hole.
Yeah. just a little one, but that's okay.
Well, maybe, if we want to, I don't know, meta it, I guess, is that he, at that point, wasn't sure what trail he was on. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Because maybe he didn't quite know it was the demon yet. Spoilers.
But also knew he thought he had a lead on the demon. And so he was saying, Dean, I need you to come here so you can finish this hunt because I got to go.
Oh, okay. Yep. No, I like that. That makes way more sense than what I was thinking. Because I was just thinking he was like, hey, alert, come here. And you're like, why would he... I thought this was like the whole point of him not... Okay,
right.
Sure.
That was my take on it, was that he was saying, hey, come finish this hunt. I got other shit to do.
Okay.
But John would never leave a hunt not done.
Yes. That makes way more sense in my brain.
I'm calling it a haunt, but...
yeah.
A hunt.
A hunt.
Not a haunt.
Same thing.
They're two different words for scene. Get your shit together.
Well, and then it goes to what they like to do of these little one-offs of, you know, someone getting murdered or something happening. So we go to the woman in white, which we don't know at the time is woman in white. But I wrote down, the woman in white getting the sleaze bags. You know, it's just a fun little concept.
I wrote, this kid in the car is a total douche. He totally deserve what he gets.
Yep.
The way he's so giggly, all, no, Amy, I can't come over. He grosses me out.
Yeah. Yep.
Is what I wrote. Also, okay, this is one of the FX things that Supernatural does repeatedly.
We're going to say...
I hate...
Oh?
I hate it. The blood goo sploosh.
I can't believe I wrote incredible blood splatter in the car.
I've always hated it because it looks like just that they took goo and went and threw it at the, because, you know, they didn't have a lot of money, which I get, but also I'm like, that's not what that looks like.
I guess as the horror connoisseur, you might know better than I.
I mean, it's not red enough, and also it's real sticky.
It's sticky. It's not like goopy. You are right.
I'm like, did she just grab his intestines and then throw, like, I don't know.
Well, that's part of the mystery. That's part of the fun. We don't know how.
Correct.
He was totally mutilated or whatever.
And out.
Let's see.
And go ahead, sorry.
Well, the only other thing I was going to say was I do always remember Kripke saying that he had to kind of cut back frames. It just kind of reminded me of like him saying he had to cut back frames to make sure it would like pass the sensors or whatever, which I thought was always
really
great.
I didn't know that. I would love to see the actual gore that Richard you guys that Eric Kripke would like to put in. I've watched The Boys. I want to see what he really would have done.
I think that would be probably disgusting. I mean, I'm sure he tried to push things as much as he possibly could and like
Yeah.
put too much in, so then he could be like, well, actually, I
Well-
wanted it this, but because I
Right.
pushed it too far. Yeah. Anyway. Here's
And
what
then-
I wrote.
Okay.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, you.
Okay, I said, in the next scene, they're at the gas station, of course. One of my favorite lines in that whole thing is, and his son Hector. Just the way Jensen says his lines.
And his name
sometimes.
Hector.
Hector. It just gets me. Just
What
gets
was
me.
their last name?
Ephraimian?
Ephraimian!
Yeah.
Hector Ephraimian.
Ephraimian. Yeah,
That's
just
right.
good.
The first thing I wrote was, yes! The first classic rock we hear.
Yep.
Because you got Ramblin' Man? Yeah, by the Allman Brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Again, with those who have only seen season 1 on Netflix, those of you out there, please, I'm begging you, go buy a used copy of the DVDs and watch season 1 the way it was meant to be watched.
Yeah. Do yourself a favor. I mean, the needle drops in some of these episodes are just
Chef's kiss.
truly insane.
I know that, I know second season on Netflix has the music, so you're okay. But first season,
Yeah.
if you're missing Ramblin' Man during the scene,
It just makes
Then- it just makes it. And
Yeah.
then also, same scene, after driver picks the music, shotgun shuts his cake hole, which, again, iconic line,
Mm-hmm.
which we were talking about earlier.
Yes.
Another one, right there.
Another one right there.
We get Back in Black.
Yeah.
We get AC/DC.
It like that whole 2 minutes just sums up so much about Supernatural.
Correct.
Crazy.
And it's exposition.
Yes.
It's world building. It's not actually quote unquote a part of the plot. It's still world building, and it's so good.
So
Again,
good.
Get the DVDs. I
Yeah.
bought mine recently, used. They were $13. And then I wrote credit card scams, fake IDs, such lore being placed again
Yeah.
so early.
So early. And that is one of the, again, one of those things that they do stick with is the credit card scams. And yeah.
Fake IDs
Fake
and
IDs.
all sometimes pilots, they don't always start with the lore, or they add too much and they never keep up with it. But not here.
Mhm.
They keep up with, Kripke did a really good job keeping up with pilot lore,
Agreed.
which is
kind of shocking. We love that.
kind of shocking.
The next thing I say is, the next thing I have in my notes is the way Jensen says, thanks, that's awfully kind of you. It's so good. Again, he's so good with just these little, he's like, thanks, that's awfully kind of you.
Yeah, because he calls him young. You
Yeah.
look awfully young. Thanks, that's
Thanks,
awfully kind of you.
you.
And then again
Um,
goes to the brothers with the don't
Yes.
talk to him that way.
Yeah, very brother. Love that. I did also put that Dean is ACAB, so. Am I wrong? I don't think I'm wrong.
No, you were 100% right. Dean was ACAB before ACAB was a thing.
100%. Hates
'Cause-
cops.
Hates them because they can't do their job.
That's correct. For among many other reasons, but we can leave that there.
I mean, I'm going with. Also ACAB.
also
but-
ACAB, yes.
That's so
I
funny,
do.
I didn't even notice.
I
that.
know. Well, I don't know. Well, it just happened to be on my mind for some crazy reason. I love. I don't know why they came up with this touch of why. So the next scene is they're talking because they get the tip about the girlfriend and she's putting the posters downtown, and it is so what an interesting choice to have both those girls in the diner just be straight up goth girls. I was like, why? But also kind of fun. I don't know why. It was an interesting little touch.
That's right. They're wearing. Was it?
They've got
do you
the
think
the
that-
heavy eyeliner and
Do you think that it was just so she could wear the pentacle?
oh maybe. Yeah, maybe.
They had to make her witchy so she could wear the pentacle so they could bring it in and do more
kind of have
world
lore dropping
building and
yes.
lore dropping without. Also, that guy, that fucking douche in that car was definitely not dating a goth girl.
No, I can't pick. He's like too jockey for that.
He is too
too yucky. Yeah.
He's ew. No, I hope that she wouldn't date him.
Yeah. Maybe it was an arranged situation. I don't
know.
An
arranged marriage for that.
No fucking clue.
Or maybe they had been friends when they were younger and she wasn't goth and he wasn't a fucking
douchebag. Yeah.
Butthole.
And then we have an iconic, what do they talk about? In unison. Love that.
Yes.
Super cute.
So good. So good. Why are they like this?
Why are they like this? They're the best. They're so sweet.
How did they have such great chemistry so early?
Well, this is literally what I put next in my notes was the scene in the library with the search engine was their first scene. And it is crazy to me that I remember them saying that was what they filmed, the very first scene that they had ever filmed with Supernatural.
That's so crazy.
And it's like they bounce off of each other so good. They act like brothers. So it's
immediately.
It's fantastic.
Like, I know it's acting. Like, I understand that it's acting.
Yes.
But their chemistry and the way that they act like brothers seems real. Like the dude where he slams him and pushes the chair, like, so great.
Yeah. Love it. Let's see. So then next they go to that bridge, right? They're on the bridge. And
oh my God.
I do love when Dean pushes Sam up against the railing very angrily. Don't talk about her like that. That first bit of emotion that we see from him, that's not just he's a macho guy cracking jokes.
Yeah.
And I love it.
It's the emotion that Jensen puts into that scene where you can almost see that he is getting, I don't want to say teary, but very protective.
Yes.
Very angry, but also sad at the same time.
Yeah.
It feels like there's a lot of emotion in that little scene of like, he's a little like teary up almost.
Yeah. No, it is because he has this kind of like, almost like a regret of kind of like, it bums me out that you're talking about our mother like this, you know,
yes.
or whatever. I think it's lovely. It's wonderful.
And it also shows that for me, it shows that there is tension between the brothers, not just like brotherly tension. There's more to it than that hints to like, I feel like later
deeper levels
in the season.
Yeah. I put Dean just takes a full-on fucking swan dive, LMAO, because that makes me laugh so hard.
I know. If you watch, he does take the Swanee, and he does, like, whoever did the stunt, he starts to flip on his back a little too early, probably. And it always made me go, God damn, that kid, landed on his back, lost all of his breath, thought he was gonna die?
Maybe. Like, one wonders. Yeah. And then more iconic scene, like, again, I think I told you this before. One of my favorite lines from the entire episode is, that Constance chick, what a bitch. Like, it's so good.
So good. I have that written too. Seriously,
oh
like, the way he just says, that Constance chick, what a bitch. And he, like, flexes his arms when he does it.
He does.
Every time. I've rewound that scene, like, a million times. It always makes me laugh.
Oh, man.
Every single time.
I mean, and then Sam, too. You smell like a toilet just hits so good. You know?
Yes.
And then we get that first jerk bitch. Like you said.
Yeah.
Very
no
sweet.
chick flick moments.
No chick flick moments.
Jerk bitch. And then also I wrote that scene in the hotel room is that, again, we have lore. We have lore in the hotel with all the articles taped up on the walls, and then explaining the woman in white lore to Mr. Welch a little bit later. But the amount of lore that they use in this pilot episode and explain it so well without it feeling like super heavy exposition. Like, the explaining the woman in the white to Mr. Welch felt nice because it wasn't like explaining like, hey, Dean, do you know what a woman in white is? And he's like, yeah, I fucking know. You've been gone for 2 years or 3 years or whatever. Fuck off. I know.
Don't educate me on this shit.
You don't even know.
You don't even know.
And like some TV shows, their pilots can be one of their weakest episodes with over-explaining or heavy exposition or trying to do the world building. And this one just feels...
Yeah.
I don't know
it
the
just
word
feels,
I'm trying to use.
Does it feel natural, perhaps? Does it feel supernatural?
I fucking hate you.
Oh my God.
I hate you so much right now. Bitch.
I love Dean being cuffed on the police car, obviously. But what I
boobs
is, I mean, love that. But to me, in that scene, he looks so much like Alec from Dark Angel, obviously, duh, because this was literally like a year or two prior to Dark Angel. But it just, I don't know, had a little call out moment there.
It is good. He gets handcuffed. He gets handcuffed real well. I'm not sad about it.
I'm not sad about it. No one is sad about it. It's always great.
If you're sad about it, you're watching the wrong show.
It's true. It's true.
The way he gets slammed.
Mm-hmm.
I have thoughts, but I'm not gonna say them.
We're gonna wait. This is the beginning. We don't want to spoil all of it now.
Right.
Yes, and then talking about that scene with what was his name, Mr. The gentleman,
Mr. Welch.
Mr. Welch. I wrote, so like Sam is like a dog with a bone. He cannot let his past go.
No.
He has to tell the husband about the woman in white. Like, he could have just been like, fine, whatever, I'm out.
Yeah.
And he's
thinking
like,
about it, I didn't write it down. Kind of a dick.
A little bit of a dick. I mean,
sorry.
The guy, I mean, granted, he did, I guess, cheat on his wife at the time, which is kind of the whole conceit there. But like, this guy's clearly obviously had some, troublesome issues.
I mean, cheating sucks. I do not condone it in any way, shape, or form. But maybe don't kill your kids.
Yeah, maybe that too.
Like, I know this guy has had a lot of trauma. Like, really think about it. His wife killed his kids and then killed herself because he cheated. You don't think he has got a little bit of trauma?
He's got a little bit of weight
Sam's
on his shoulders.
Gotta fucking dig it in and be like, hey, do you know what that means? It means you're a cheating bitch. And then, Mr. Welch is like, get out of here, you some bitch. I do think that the first time I watched it, I was like, yeah, he deserves that. What a little dick. And now that I'm a little bit older, I'm like, well, that was really shitty to do.
That's kind of, yeah. I mean,
poor old man.
I think it does reflect on Sam. I mean, not in a bad way, I would say. No. It's just because I feel like that's so his personality in the sense that he is so, like, I mean, obviously, very clearly, he hasn't done any hunting stuff in, I mean, I guess 2 years is what they say. I mean, it's technically supposed to be 4, but in this canon, context, it's 2 years.
Is it 2? I'd made up the 2 years.
It was, I remember Kripke saying at one point that was an error. It was supposed to be 4 because when Sam went off for college. Yes.
And he was ending.
Exactly. So, it fudged a little bit anyway. So he hasn't done any of this in that long period of a time, and yet he cannot just let it go. Like, he's got to like dig in further, like you said. It's interesting. I love that about Sam. It's that just that obsessive kind of personality that he has.
I have to know.
Stuff. I have to know. Yeah, it's wonderful.
Can't just. He's a big why guy. Like, why, or I'm going to tell you why. Yep. He doesn't just like to be like, well, it is what it is.
Exactly. Yeah.
Maybe that's why Sam drives me crazy sometimes, because we're way too similar, because I like to know the why as well.
Let's see. So then, Sam gets the idea to go down. What does he do? He goes down to the house. No, he is driving on the road.
He's driving the road, but first, Dean is in jail.
That's right.
Which has another one of my favorite lines. Which is, there's actually kind of two. His whole attitude there with the cops, again, ACAB. Like, he's like, fuck you guys, what are you gonna do? With the whole, oh yeah, well, when the murder started, I was 3.
Mm-hmm.
But also when the cop comes in, you immediately know he just does not give a shit.
No.
Because he's like, you're in a whole heap of trouble. And he says, like, misdemeanor trouble or squeal like a pig trouble.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that carries over to so many episodes of, like, him not giving a single shit about being in trouble with the law until an episode in season 2 that we will talk about at length because it's one of the best episodes of all time.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is so funny to me how little he cares. He's like, I will get out of this situation. I'm fine.
Whatever. You have nothing.
You have nothing on me.
And that shows that John did actually, like, teach Dean the ways of the law.
Yeah. In
terms of, like, I haven't done anything. What are you going to do about it? Yep. Do you know what I mean? Like, to not be afraid.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. 100%.
And then Sam calls the fake emergency.
That's right.
And then he's driving.
Jail. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then he's driving down the road. And then that's when he sees the woman in white.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't really have much to say about all that. You know, it's he's getting attacked. The one thing I did say was that Dean shot through the windows of the Impala, which I thought was very interesting. I was like, wow, he just like straight up and went and did it.
Yeah, that's not very... We're talking about stuff that would happen later on.
Yeah.
I don't think later seasons Dean would ever do that.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, technically at this point, the car is not his.
No, it is.
Did he not get the car at the end of... Oh, no, maybe I'm misremembering. I don't know. I can't remember.
Well, because they talk about it later in the season.
Yeah, at the end.
John does say in...
Dead Man's Blood.
Is it Dead Man's Blood? Yeah, when he says,
think.
if I'd known you weren't going to keep it clean, I wouldn't have given it to you or whatever.
Yeah, you're right. Okay.
Want to question us more on Supernatural?
We got it covered. Got all the bases covered here. No problem.
Oh my god, that made me feel like such an asshole.
I know. Look, gotta be obsessed about something, right? Like,
exactly. Of course. Yes. And I'm 100% okay with being obsessed with Supernatural.
100%. Really, the only other thing that I had in this whole thing was I don't love the effect of Constance dying. I just put meh. So, like we said, the effects leave a little bit to be desired.
Yeah, yes. And I was like, and then they use all of their CGI budget with Constance and the kids, and it looks terrible.
It looks terrible.
It looks so bad with like they have the weird worm looking like things. Why did they do that?
I don't know. It's so strange.
Also, why do the kids look like Victorian children?
Yeah, this was in the 80s.
It was in 1981.
That's insane.
1981. Why? Like, I get her idea of like the white dress because it's the woman in white, but were they in like, if this was like London, England, maybe they were in like private school or they were in finishing school or whatever it is they do over there.
Or little uniforms and all that.
There were little... I don't remember 81 people wearing uniforms in the middle of fucking nowhere, California.
Yeah, don't really have too much more to say on that, but it is what it is. But that's not the point of this. They get rid of her, fine. So, Dean drops him back off.
Go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, Dean drops Sam back off. Hey, we made a really good team back there.
Hold on, hold on. I do actually have more stuff about before then.
Okay, please. Let's go back then.
I love that they wreck the car by driving it into the house.
Oh my god, you're right.
But they don't actually show the damage of the car.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't do anything except for the one headlight out.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
When they're driving down that road, they have one headlight out.
Oh my goodness. It's a sturdy car.
And then also just brings it all back to home, back home with Highway to Hell by AC/DC playing in the background as they are driving on that road.
Mm-hmm.
And the Highway to Hell, they're right. Whoa. Symbolism, right?
Whoa.
Also, we get the first ever Dean and Sam heart-to-heart in the car.
Yes.
It's very short.
We made a hell of a team back there.
But there's a little bit of their very first heart-to-heart in there.
Love it.
And then you're sitting there wondering, like, okay, well, how are they going to keep Sam and Dean together? So we have Sam's like, I'm not going with you. I have stuff to do. I have a life to live. And Dean's like, you know what? Fine. You know what? I get it. But Eric fucking Kripke shows you just how dangerous of a writer he is. By him coming home, he eats a cookie, and then Jessica's on the ceiling.
Yeah. It's wild too. I always think about the deleted scene of Dean turning back around. And I can't remember. I should have rewatched it before this. There is a deleted scene where he notices, oh my God, he notices something is wrong in the car. You see Dean driving, and then he like realizes something wrong, and he's like, oh shit. And he turns back around, and that's why he burst in, because there was this whole thing of him like, well, wait, why did he come in there? And of course, now I can't remember the reason why, what it is. But yeah, should have kept it.
I've never seen that deleted scene.
Oh, shit.
I have no idea. I know.
Yeah, I'll have to watch
All right,
that.
Is it on the DVDs? Because if so,
it's on the DVDs. I'm sure it's on YouTube. I'm sure, yeah, you can find it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, poor Jess. I feel bad. I mean, I wish that she hadn't been fridged, because that is, you know, kind of the whole conceit of it.
Mm-hmm.
But the story must go on. But man, I wish it would have happened in a different way. You know?
But he has to do it.
But he's got to do it because their mom, and
they have to die the same way.
Yeah.
They have, and you know, later on in the story, you understand Sam had to leave. Sam had to go. And what better way to get Sam on the demon hunt was to have Jessica die the exact same way that his mom died.
Because then you're like, oh shit, like something really is afoot.
Something is afoot. There's something else going on than just
normal
ghosties. Yeah.
As we find out, yes.
As we find out.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's it's a great pilot.
And then we end with the boys together.
Yep, standing in
Sam
the trunk of the car,
tears in his eyes, and saying again, another iconic line. We've got work to do with the trunk closing.
Perfect.
I wrote, are you fucking kidding me? That ending, it freaks you out, it makes you care, and you want more. You want to know what's gonna happen, because you're just like, what the fuck? Oh my god, things are insane in this world.
Yeah, they shove so much in that amount of time, and then it ends so abruptly that you're just like, whoa. Like, wait a minute, now, like, of course, yeah, I gotta know more. It's you're on the hook. It's crazy. It's great. I love it.
The last thing that I wrote for that scene was, Eric Kripke, you son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. Typical Kripke.
How fucking dare you?
Yeah, truly. He is maniacal and the worst. But in the best way.
In the greatest way.
But yeah, great. I mean, I loved it. I had such a good time rewatching it. It's been forever.
Yes.
Such a good pilot.
So good.
Obviously, like we said, I've seen worse. I think I would straight up go. If I said it was an 8 out of 10 before, I think I'd go like 9 or 9.5 out of 10. I think it's like, I don't know. I think the special effects stuff, not that that's their fault. It just didn't draw me in. But it's as close to perfect, I think, as that you can get with a pilot. Like I said, seen worse, seen way worse.
Yes, a million times worse. I've only seen one greater still, and that's Lost.
And it's Lost.
This is still the second. I wrote literally 1,000,000 out of 10.
Perfect.
I love this episode so much. It's just so perfect.
It's the nostalgia factor.
Maybe it
too.
might be some rose-colored glasses.
Oh no! I mean, yes and no. It is. It's so good.
I mean, granted, yes, the effects terrible. However, as a horror fan, I'm actually kind of used to terrible, like especially in the 2000s. I actually did watch Charmed. Thank you for bringing that up earlier. And their special effects are terrible.
Yeah.
They're so bad. But I can always look past that when I'm really enjoying a TV show or a piece of entertainment, as it were. I just really, the ability to hook you in, make you care, understand the world that's living in, and be wanting, holy shit, I want to watch the next episode. Because even a lot of pilots, if they're terrible, you're like, well, I'm going to give it another episode or two because people say it's really good. This one, for me, that was not a problem. Like, this one was like, of course I'm going to watch the next episode. I'm in.
Yeah.
It was a couple episodes later that I was like, should I continue watching this?
And that's what we could talk about next time, because it was so awesome to like go so deep into this, because it was one of those things that, you know, you watch it and you don't really kind of get the nitty gritty of it unless you're taking notes and stuff like that. I think it's lovely.
Agreed. I thought it was great. I hope you guys thought it was great. I hope you guys think that we're funny or entertaining or really excited to talk about this show again. I mean, again, no one stops talking about it, but
no one stops talking about it.
To have the idea of how old it really is.
It is so interesting to put yourself back in that time frame and to just think like, wow, so much has happened since then, but it is so nice to go back and revisit something like this.
I mean,
it's lovely.
Yeah, it's great. I love this. And I love you.
I love you too. Aw. Well, all right. I guess that's it for now. I guess we'll wrap it up here and look forward to seeing you next time and talking about what's the next episode, Chrissy.
Wendigo. Right?
Yeah. Wendigo's a good one.
I did forget.
Well, I always think of it because they filmed Hookman next, but then Hookman was later. But yeah,
I didn't my brain was like, is it Dead in the Water? Like,
I know.
I forgot. What is it? It's Wendigo.
Perfect.
All right. Don't forget to subscribe, leave us a review, and Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Wherever you get your podcast. That's right. And until next time, that constant chick, what a bitch.